So I looked at what was Xeroxed, and it was a letter to the editor of a nursing journal. And the title of the letter to the editor was Looking for Mary Jo. And I had such chills, I could hardly get into the letter to the editor. And to sum it up, it was a 3 or 4 paragraph letter to the editor in which it was a soldier who had been in Vietnam, and I was severely injured. It's a miracle that Hank survived. And he retraces the steps that he was brought through in the medical care and put on a chopper. He almost was taken for dead and put on a chopper going to the morgues. And they got him sent to our hospital. He was a patient in our ICU, horribly, horribly injured. And one of his injuries required a nasogastric tube, which is a tube that we would put through the nose, down through the esophagus, into the stomach, and hook it up to suction to keep the stomach empty until a soldier's wounds had healed and was stable enough that it could bear the normal functioning of the gastrointestinal tract. And so Hank had a nasogastric tube. And when our patients were coming out of the fog of anesthesia, the fog of their combat firefight, they were totally confused and disoriented. And in that confusion, Hank had pulled out his NG tube. And he explained in the letter that there was a nurse walking by that said, "You took that out, you put it back." And then he follows that up with a couple of sentences. And Lieutenant Rice came by, and she said very calmly, she said, "I'm going to put that back for you. It's not a problem." Now, mind you, this was a procedure that we did so many times a day, you couldn't remember to count them. And so I replaced Hank's NG tube, and I guess took a little bit more care of him. And that one moment in time made such an impact on him, plus the name tag that he saw that said Rice. He remembered it all these years, and he recounted in the letter the reason Rice meant so much to him was he had a principal at his school in Brooklyn who was named Rice. And in his fog, he was wondering, gosh, I wonder if Principal Rice had a daughter who would be an Army nurse here in this particular hospital. Just a fleeting thing. And so I was apoplectic at the end of the letter. My husband was in the TV room, and I'm trying to finish reading it and scream to my husband. It was a halting voice. I couldn't get the whole thing in. But my question to my husband was, "Honey, come read this letter.